Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here with, well, not a Master Duel video this time. No, as you can see, we are playing Magic Arena today, which is a game I have, well, if we're talking about Magic the Gathering as a whole, I have a decent amount of experience playing Magic, not nearly as much like competitive play as I have had playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG in the past, but, you know, I've gone to my fair share of locals and like pre-releases for Magic, and one of the formats that I've played the most is Draft. Draft is actually my favorite format in Magic, and yeah, I just kind of found myself with a hankering to play Draft again, but obviously, you know, with Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not really any options for Draft. There were the battle packs in the past, which I was actually a pretty huge fan of. That Draft format, but unfortunately that doesn't really seem to be too much of a thing anymore, particularly not on Master Duel either. So yeah, I decided, you know what, I'll give Magic Arena a try. I've heard, you know, things about Magic Arena's economy not being the greatest, so I don't know if I'm going to be just, like, free to play, or maybe just, like, a minimal investment just to be able to draft, but that's really my plan with Magic Arena, is to just come here to draft every once in a while. Again, that's my favorite format of Magic anyway, so... And one of the reasons I like it so much is that it doesn't require, like, too much investment as far as... you know, you don't have to have a deck prepared, you just build your deck, you know, there in the actual event itself. Now, for those of you who may be wondering / worrying, like, don't worry, Magic Arena is not about to replace Master Duel in any way, shape, or form. No, this will not replace daily Master Duel videos. Master Duel videos will always come out every day. Magic Arena videos... or if maybe I decide to dabble in like other card games, for example, those would come in addition to like a daily Master Duel video. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. And you know, if Magic Arena is not your thing, you know, obviously feel free to still enjoy the Master Duel content. But if you are curious about other card games, particularly Magic, then I think this is a good place to start, because I have had actually a Magic Arena account in the past, like actually way back when the beta came out, whenever it was the latest Ravnica block. And I played in that standard a fair bit as well as Draft, and it was pretty fun. But I decided to just kind of start clean with a new account here. Just to, I don't know, just like I said, have a clean slate there. So I went ahead and did the tutorial as well as all of the color challenges. I actually encountered, I don't know if it was like a glitch or something with the last 3 color challenges. The first 2 I did were blue and black, and those were fine. But then when I did white, red, and green, every time I got to the last game here, I encountered like a server error, and it said my deck wasn't like legal, so I had to just put in a bunch of random cards and pretty much concede right away. So I don't know if I ended up getting 1750 gold from all 5. I don't know if maybe that seems like a kind of random amount. I don't know if it's random or if it's based on how well you perform, but you know, like I said, I went ahead and cleared out all of those, as well as doing the tutorial here as well. Now, you also get 5 jump-in tokens that are used to enter the jump-in event. So I think that's what I'm going to start by doing here, as opposed to a draft. The jump-in event, from what I can tell from the little bit of research I've done, appears to be you like basically take 2 halves of a deck and kind of put it together. It's kind of like sealed, but instead of opening packs, you're just getting like 2 already formed halves of a deck. So that seems pretty cool, and we get to do that 5 times for free, so that's pretty neat. And looking at my, you know, arena missions, I guess down here, I don't know what they call them in this game, but the quests, whatever, you know, I've got blue or black spells and white or black spells, so we'll definitely want to pick a black deck if possible for our jump-in event. And then lands, obviously, will be plenty easy enough to achieve. But before we do even that, we have something else to do, and that's open some packs. Now, I haven't spent any money on the game, but as you can see, I have quite a fair amount of packs here. And you might be wondering, well, how are you able to get all these for free? So, I'm going to go ahead and link in the description to one of quite a few websites I found that will actually list all of the codes you can put in for Arena. Some of them say they expired, but the vast majority of the ones I tried worked, even a few of the ones that said they were expired, so I would try all of them anyway. But it's a really, really easy way to get packs, and pack opening videos are always fun, right? So I figured we could go ahead and start with the pack opening. Let's keep things interesting and work our way from the oldest set up. Now, the last time I played Magic, again, was actually probably when Arena was in beta, so... and I stopped playing right before War of the Spark came out, so... that's where I'm, like, you know, no longer kept up with the game. Well, I still kept up with the game kind of loosely by following, like, the subreddit, but that's where I stopped playing last. So, pretty much everything I'm going to be pulling is going to be new to me as far as playing. I'm aware of some of the cards that are in some of these packs, but, yeah, I guess let's go ahead and start with our Throne of the Eladrian packs. Alright, we got a wild card, that's pretty good. Stormfist Crusader. So this pack is no longer in Standard, if I recall correctly, but I know Arena has its own format called Historic, I believe, so I'm assuming everything here is legal. And then, yes, we get upticks for the next wild cards whenever we open packs. So not only are we going to be opening a whole bunch of stuff, but we're going to be getting a bunch of wild cards as well, so that's pretty neat. Alright, let's go ahead and open our next Eladrian pack here. I'm going to open these one at a time because I think that's always fun. Got an uncommon wild card, that's pretty nice. Iron King Pyromancer. Whenever you draw your second card, that's interesting. Getting a lot of rare red cards, so I like red as a color. I think blue is probably my favorite color in Magic. Probably then followed by probably red, and then pretty closely black, and then white and green probably. Green's probably my least favorite color, but I'm not opposed to playing it. Okay, so those were our Eladrian packs there. Let's go ahead and move on to our Theros Beyond. I don't think we pulled anything too exciting there from what I could tell. That made a boar sound. That was kind of cool. Well, 5 mana, 10/6. All creatures able to block the board do so. Whenever it becomes blocked, that creature's controller... Okay, so, like, it basically is like a board wipe, kind of, that also gives your opponent a draw for every monster you wipe. That doesn't seem too great. Yeah, I kind of looked up a standard tier list. Ooh, rare wild card. That's pretty nice. We've already got 3. That's actually pretty good. I kind of looked up a standard tier list just to get like a decent idea of what is good right now. From what I can tell, just glancing at it, it seems like basically Naya, any combination of Naya colors in an aggro deck seems really good. Like I saw Boros aggro is really good. The mono red goblins were up there. I saw like Celestia, like basically again just any combination of red, white, and green seems to be pretty good right now. Ooh, this is a good artifact. I know this game also has its own kind of version of Commander, which I might actually get into. I could see using this as a Commander because I really like artifacts, like a lot. That's kind of one of the reasons why blue and red are my favorite combination of colors, or one of them anyway. I also really like Esper, of course, as well, so that's neat. Alright, let's go ahead and now open our Ikoria packs. Haven't opened any Mythics yet, I don't think. Song of Creation. You may play additional land. Maybe you cast a spell, draw. And oh, that's interesting. So the idea is like you just unload your hand every turn. Huh, neat. Probably won't ever use it, but well, I don't know about that, but I guess only time will tell. Bonder's Enclave. Draw a card, activate only if you control. I could see that being decent in the right deck. I don't know, Magic is a really interesting game because there's so many different formats that... Ooh, this one makes tokens. Catbirds. That's actually really cute. Huh, that's cool. Magic is an interesting game in that, like, evaluating cards is kind of neat because there's so many different formats that... you know, when you say, like, oh, that card could be useful, you could be talking about Standard, you could be talking about, like, Commander, you could be talking about Historic, you could be talking about Draft, I don't know, you could be talking about so many different things, but I think that's one of Magic's greatest strengths is that so many different cards are applicable to so many different formats. It keeps a lot of things relevant. 2 mana, look at the top 3, put one of those cards in your hand, put the rest at the bottom. So, like, okay, if you cheat it out, it's draw 3. Otherwise, it's kind of like a... Is it like Ponder? Or not Ponder. Ponder is the one that scries. No, wait, Ponder is the one... I'm talking about the one that's 1 mana and nice. Ooh, the next is a Mythic. Good. I'm talking about the 1 mana blue spell where you, like, look at the top 3. Not Brainstorm, but you, like, rearrange... I don't know, maybe I'm talking about Ponder. I don't even know. You may cast Goblin spells from the top of your library. Oh, that's actually really cool. So you can cheat out goblins both by casting them and by just looking at them and gaining their abilities. That's pretty neat. This video might actually just end up being the pack opening. I'm looking at the time and the how many packs I have left, but that's fine. We could do the jump in maybe in the next video. Chandra's Incinerator. X the total amount of non-combat. Okay, so it's like a burn. If you burn your opponent, you can cheat it out. Okay, that's kind of neat. Oh, I love this card. Actually, I've had this card IRL before. I've seen it. I love the flavor text and the art. I really like that card. Okay, so looks like we're on the Zendikar Rising next. Oh, there's like a little fanfare. Oh, this is cool. This is one of the, yeah, the flip lands. I don't know how relevant these are, but it's neat that they're a thing. I guess the fanfare is just for opening this pack, but like this kind of pack, I guess. Still no mythics I've pulled yet. Craigplate Baloth. Can't be countered. This is a big green dork. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't like green. It's like, I mean, yeah, green's got nice big creatures, but they're all just kind of dorks. They don't really, they don't usually do anything too interesting. They do sometimes, but not, again, that I'm opposed to playing green. I think actually last time I played Arena, I played a mono green deck. Hey, here's a mythic. Oh, this is one of the dual spell lands. Seagate Restoration and Seagate Reborn. 7 mana, draw cards equals the number of the cards in your hand, +1. You have no max hand size for the rest of the game. That's cool. The Seagate Reborn enters the battlefield, pay 3. If you don't, it enters tab. Oh, okay, that's cool. Neat, alright. This was a Kaladesh Remastered pack. So yeah, this is definitely not going to be legal for Standard, but... okay, nothing... Doesn't look like I got anything too interesting there. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to end up diving into Standard or, like, the other, like... Ooh, nice, the Mythic Wild card. Quote-unquote, like, Eternal... Not Eternal. What do they call them? Is it Eternal formats? Like Historic. Like, basically formats that use, you know, a bunch of sets from the past, not just from Standard. I don't know how much I'm going to get into those. Again, I guess it's kind of depend on... I don't know, I guess just how into the game I get. Maybe what I pull if I get lucky. Maybe I'll try a Standard deck. I mean, the mono red goblins ones seem kind of cheap, but I don't know how interesting that is to watch somebody just play that. I mean, I might do a video of it, but... Again, I think this is mostly going to be for, like, the occasional draft or jump-in event. The Raven's Warning. I'm, like, intrigued. This art is very interesting. That's another thing I love about Magic is the art. Not that Yu-Gi-Oh cards don't have good art, but Magic art is, like, whew, when it hits, it hits. Alright, Strixhaven. I actually kind of like the lore of Strixhaven. I remember... Ooh, that's a really nice-looking duress. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. Ooh, and I got a dual land, too. That's neat. I don't know, actually... There is a way, there's something in here that tells you what the latest Standard rotation is. I'll look at that after I open these packs. I kind of hope Strixhaven is still in, because I'm pulling a lot of dual lands from it, but I don't think it is. Oh, look at this, Village Rites. Oh, I love the oh, what were they called? Not the spell book. I'm trying to remember what the name for these alternate art cards were. Sedgemoor Witch, okay. I don't feel like I've pulled anything really very exciting yet. Okay, this is a D&D set. I got a Volo. Whenever you cast a creature that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control in your graveyard, copy that spell. That's actually pretty interesting. That could be another good commander for the, is it Brawl? Is that what the commander format in this game is called? I think it is. That could be another interesting commander. Untitled Malison? Yeah. Oh, it's a dungeon card. Oh, yeah, I remember reading about these dungeon cards. That's a really cool mechanic. It'll be interesting to see how that actually plays out in Arena. I guess you just click the path you want. It's probably not that complicated. Ooh, I got 2. I didn't know that you could do that. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Alright, we got a Planeswalker. Can't complain about that. Eliwick Tumblestrum. I'm sure this is an actual D&D character. I've actually played D&D before. I'm just not too familiar. Did I get 2 of them? Is that what this means? Did I pull 2 copies of it? Or is it just... Hang on. +1 venture into the dungeon. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Creature. If it's legendary, you gain 3. Huh. Does this mean I pulled 2 copies of it, though? I'll have to look later at my collection. I have no idea, actually. I hope it is. There were 2 face-down cards, like, I would think. Or you would think, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to look at that later. Storm the... Oh, yeah, to finish my thought from earlier, though, I've played D&D 5e a bit. Like, not, like, extensively, but I am definitely experienced in it. But I don't know, like, all the characters, like, lore and stuff from... Yes! Oh, my God, we pulled a mythic wild card. That's definitely better than any single mythic we could have pulled, so I will definitely not complain about that. Galvanic Iteration. Whenever you cast the next instant copy, you may choose new targets. It's got flashback. If I choose to build that red-blue deck for Commander, that could be pretty interesting. I think it's oh shoot, I just said the name earlier. Is it Brawl? I think it's called Brawl, I'm pretty sure. Howlpack Piper. That's a cute werewolf sound to go with that. Can't be countered. Put a creature from your hand to the battlefield if it's a wolf or a werewolf. Activate Daybound, whatever. Well, that's cool. That's neat. Alright, what do we got here? A wild card. Again, always love to see that. That is, like I said, better than any individual rare you can pull, so that's good. Investigator's Journal. This already doesn't look like it's going to be... Oh, well, it's a clue that's not just a clue. That's actually really interesting. Suspect counters. Okay, that's cute. I mean, if I'm planning on building an artifact deck, I should take a moment to look at any artifact I pull. Alright, Kamigawa. Oh, yeah, this is the Alchemy pack. That's right, because then there's also Alchemy, which has, like, exclusive cards for... Arena, because they do things that, like, you can't do in the physical card game. The Shattered States era. Oh, I love the lore of Kamigawa and the art and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, like, this is one, right? Yeah, perpetually. That's one of those words. Okay, target creature, or target player sacrifice a non-token creature. When they do, you may discard a card. If you do... Conjure a duplicate of the sacrifice. Okay, so you just get a copy into your hand. It perpetually gains. You may spend. Okay, so you make your opponent sack something, and then you can discard a card to get a copy of it that you can play no matter what your mana base is. Got it. Okay, I get it. I understand. Let's see what's in this one. Better offer. Put a random creature with mana value X or less from target opponent's library onto the battlefield under your control. It perpetually has base power and toughness XX and gains ward 1. Okay, so you pay X to get an XX with ward 1, and it's not just a token, though. It's a random creature from your opponent's deck. That's weird, but neat. Alright. Okay, so now we're in Kamigawa. So I guess New Capennia is still the latest set. For some reason I thought it came out a while ago, but maybe it hasn't been that long. March of Wretched Sorrow. I love this set icon. Oh my god. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile a number, spend 2 less, deals X to target creature, and you gain... Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought there was another... I guess... Well, I looked it up, and it looks like Brothers War is going to be the next standard set, which I'm actually pretty excited for, because I've always thought the lore of old Magic and Dominaria, it just, like, fascinated me, because I don't really know much about it. But that's probably why they're bringing it back, because there's probably a lot of players like me that aren't familiar. The first time I ever got into Magic, like, really got into it, was right when... It was literally right before New Phyrexia came out, because I remember Mirrodin Besieged was the latest set, and it was this whole thing of like, oh, the Mirrodins of the Phyrexians gonna win. And I only really knew them as like the scary monsters and the robots. And I was like, ooh, mythic. Legendary Rat Ninja. Until end of turn, you may play one of those if you make cast. Oh, that's neat. Okay. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. The scary monsters are cool, but I really like robots. I do like artifacts a lot. They're probably my favorite card type in Magic. Okay, here's another arena card. Pass the torch. Oh, but New Capennia, I was going to say, too. I love the aesthetic of it in the setting. I think it's really, really cool. Pass the torch deals 2 damage to any target. Choose a creature card in your hand. It perpetually gains. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may cast card name. Pass the torch from your graveyard. Okay, so it's like... I think I get it. It's kind of like you're kind of like playing hot potato, I guess, a little. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting how magic effects can like make sense intuitively, but not like when you read as written always. Oh, this like makes skeleton. Okay, instant. Choose one. Counter a non-creature. Conjure duplicate of target creature spell in an opponent's graveyard into your hand. It perpetually gains it. If 5 or more, you may draft a card. Oh, yeah, from spellbooks. That's right. Spellbooks are a thing. It's like Discover and Hearthstone, but from a specific set of cards. Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, so I wanted to mention, too, like, it might not just be Magic that I sometimes, like, play on the channel. If you guys aren't too opposed to seeing the occasional other card game video, again, in addition to Master Duel, not in place of... occasionally I might go back to like Hearthstone or Runeterra or another digital card game that I've played a fair bit of. Alright, so now we are here on the New Capennia. I think that's how you say it. I'm trying to read it's Capenna. Maybe it's Capenna? I'll have to actually look that up. I feel like Magic fans would get even more upset at mispronunciations than Yu-Gi-Oh fans sometimes get. I mean, that's just going to be my running thing on the channel, though, is that I always mispronounce card names, right? That's just what I tell myself to make myself feel better. Okay, Reservoir Kraken. Wait. 4 mana, 6/6. Trample Ward 2. At the beginning of each combat, if Reservoir Kraken is untapped, an opponent may tap and untap. If they do, tap the Kraken and create a... Okay, I was going to say, 4 mana, 6/6 Trample Ward. I was like, this got to have some kind of drawback, right? So, it kind of does... That's a really cute token, by the way. At the beginning of each combat, if this is untapped... Opponent may tap, but then if they do, you get a 1/1 unblockable. That's kind of neat. Okay. I don't think that's very, very good, but it's not terrible. Okay. I wouldn't mind maybe playing that in like a commander deck. Ooh. This is one of the crime lords, right? Jetmir, Nexus of Revels, the Naya one. Cat Demon. Creatures get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as you control 3 or more. They get +1/+0 and trample if you have 6 or more. They have +1. Okay, so that's like big, wide boards, lots of tokens. This is good. Got it. That might be a good token commander, actually. That might have been a really good pull for that format. Alright, last pack. Let's see what's in it. Corpse Explosion. Exile creature from your graveyard. Do this. Okay, that's neat. I like the card name. Alright, so there are all the free packs that I got opened right there. Alright, I want to see something real quick. I want to... Sure, let's make a new deck, but I just want to see my collection. Oh, select a format. Oh my god. There are more formats than I remember. Friendly Brawl Rebalanced. Limited Rebalanced. I'm gonna have to do a little more research than I thought maybe. Let's just do Brawl, right? Okay, so do I have 2 copies of this, or do I only have, what? 1. I think I only have 1. Oh wait, but I picked Brawl. That might have been dumb, because they might only let me put in 1. So let me change the format to Historic, I guess, because it's probably legal there. Okay, no, she was green. I'm just trying to figure out if I have 1 or 2 copies of this card. Okay, I only have 1. That really looked like I had 2 from the way I pulled, like, the pack looked, right? Maybe I was crazy there, or maybe I'm just, like, not used to however this works. I don't know, but I don't know. We can just discard those changes, so... it actually kind of took me a second to figure out where I could get into a jump-in event. That's the first one I want to do here, but it turns out it's over here under play, and then you click this little flag. It starts you off over here under last played, but then you click this flag and then you get all the different kinds of events here. So I want to do a jump in. And I will definitely be using a jump in token. Looks like you could also use the gems and gold. Now, from what I understand, it's just one win to get your reward, and you don't actually need to, like, you know, do a certain amount of games. It's just one win. So that's pretty nice, especially for somebody like me who's I'm not inexperienced in Magic. For those who didn't watch the last video, basically my experience with Magic is scattered here and there, but definitely spans over a good number of years. So in the event, let's go ahead and use a jump in token. Okay, so I mentioned this in the last video, but we have those missions you might have noticed on the home screen for playing black spells. So I am inclined to pick this sacrifice deck. I do also like sacrifice themes. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, then transform this. Activate only once each turn. Can I see what the other side is? Sometimes it lets you do that, but I guess not here. Draw a card, then discard a card. Thermo, Defender, deals one. No, I'm definitely going to pick Sacrificial. I think if I didn't already feel inclined... Although, you know what? It is white and blue, so I could also... Like the missions I have are black and white or black and blue, so I could also just pick white-blue. But I think I like the Sacrificial theme more anyway than Spirits. I'll pick that. Alright, so then, yeah, here is the second pick. Now, Armory... I don't think goes particularly well with sacrificing, because that cares about equipment. I don't want to equip stuff to things that are being sacrificed. Celestial. That's Angels. I don't know if that goes so well. Maestros is 3-color Grixis. Look at the top 5 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, deal 1. I mean, you know, it seems like it would fit better than the other two would. So you could also just be mainly Maestros and then splashing some sacrifice themes. So I'll go ahead and pick these two. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at what our deck actually consists of here. Heat Alive is addition cost to the spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 4, exile target creature or planeswalker. That's okay, that's not bad. And you don't even have to necessarily sacrifice, you could just play it as a 5-mana spell, which is not great but not awful. Okay, there's the Awakener. Looks like it becomes a 4/4 demon. That's not terrible. Target creature gets +2, -2. That's a nice Warlock class. Creature died this turn. Let's go look at the top 2. Okay, that's an interesting little engine there. When it dies, exile top 2, you can play one of those cards. Just gonna glance over. Always nice to see what your deck looks like. Strangling Grasp. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here's all the stuff that cares about dying for the sacrifice theme. Target opponent discards a card. When it dies, put a shield counter. Oh, shield counter is like Divine Shield. That's right. Okay. So the opponent has 8 or more cards. Oh, and that's a... Okay, it could also be a land. I see. Destroy target creature you don't control that was dealt damage. Oh, and then, okay, so, yep, that... Okay, here's our Mythic. Jaren, Corrupted Bishop. You may lose 1 life and create... Oh, so this is like the big payoff. You have exactly 13 life, pay 6, transform. Got it, okay. Yes, that's one of our big payoff cards there. Target opponent discards, you then create... Oh, Decayed is, can't block when it attacks, sacrifice it. Got it. Ooh, Maestros Ascendery. This is our rare from the Maestros pack, I imagine. Sorry if this is kind of boring. I want to make sure I go over the deck so that obviously that I know it and so that you know it as well. I'm also, again, I haven't played Magic. The last time I played Magic consistently was, I think when Arena was in beta, if I remember right. It was during the last Ravnica block, so I'm definitely, like, making sure that I catch up on everything here. So this basically gives stuff in your graveyard flashback. Got it. Or spells and instants and sorcery specifically. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try this out. I guess I'll just play until I get my win. I guess we'll see how long that ends up taking. This format is, I don't know, it seems fairly beginner-friendly. So, again, not that I'm, like, necessarily a beginner, but, like I mentioned before, it has definitely been a little bit since I have, played a game of Magic. Actually, God, when was the last time I played a game of Magic before this. It was probably 2019. Yeah, it was definitely 2019, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so we open Island, Swamp. We can't play this Unlucky Witness, but we can play this Jaren and this Lash. Enters the battlefield or another non-token human you control dies. Okay, so when it enters, I lose a life and get a human. That's not bad. That's also a little bit of removal. I could sack the human to exile something. I think I'll keep this hand. I'll try it. Looks like our opponent kept their hand. Alright, I'll lead with... Actually... No, I'll lead with a swamp. What am I doing? This is an instant. I was like, wait, was this a sorcerer or an instant? Yeah, we definitely gotta lead with the swamp there. Arctic Tree Line. Okay, so there's some kind of snow Selesnya deck. Oh, I have snowlands too. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna play that because we don't have a 2-drop anyway. And then yeah, we'll just pass. Let's see if they have a play. Selfless Samurai, 2/2. Whenever Samurai or Warrior attacks alone, it gains lifelink until it returns. Sack it. Another creature gains indestructible. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just kill it. Okay, if we do this, we can establish all of our colors. We can play Unlucky Witness plus Broker's Veteran. And then next turn we can Jaren and also Eaten Alive. That sounds really good to me. So let me play my Island. Let me play the Unlucky Witness. Yep, auto pay. And the Broker's Veteran. Alright. Hopefully the sound isn't too loud. Well, I guess I'll just, if the sound is too loud, I'll just turn it down in editing. I'm looking at this, the audio forms over there. It just looks a little bit loud, but like I said, I can turn it down on my end or turn myself up. I'll probably do a little bit of both. Good old audio balancing. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely playing this swamp, and then I said I'm playing Jaren plus Eaten Alive, right? Create a blue. Oh, sacrifice this creature. Counter target non unless its controller pays 1. So I'm not Eaten Aliving this turn. That's fine. We'll still obviously play Jaren. Let's tap swamps, and then we'll keep the mire up. Alright, so move to combat. We definitely attack with the veteran. I definitely don't mind if that dies. I don't think we attack with the witness here. So your next instep, yeah, we don't attack with the witness here, because we probably can't play what we exile, so I'll just attack with the veteran. If they take the 2 damage, that's fine. If they trade, that's fine. I'll put the shield counter on Jaren, and I'll get another human. I really like that they label where like the effects are going to trigger. I feel like this order is fine. Yeah, I want the shield on first, so... Now, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't know how many people who are watching this might be, or people who have never played Magic but have only played Yu-Gi-Oh. In Magic, you can actually interrupt their version of Chain Links, which is called the Stack. You can actually interrupt it with quick effects, so that is something to keep in mind as well. I really like having the shield counter on the Jaren. That's going to end up protecting it pretty nicely, which will allow it to generate more value. I'm at 18, so if I lose 5 more life, I can then make it even better by turning it into Ormondal. Yeah, Ormondal the Corruptor. That's not hard to say. No need to make it any harder than it has to be. 2 target human gains lifelink. Okay, so my humans are only 1/1, so it's probably not worth it to only give one of them lifelink. I could give Jaren lifelink, but I also want to go down in life. I want to go down to 13. Okay, let's just do Vigilance Trample. When it enters, create a treasure token. I know treasures are sacked for any color of mana, right? Yep, so opponent has 2 mana up, 4 cards in hand. This is a 3/3. Vigilance Trample. Wow, cards are really good nowadays. Like, this is a common. This is a 3 mana 3/3 Vigilance Trample that gets you a one-time use mana rock. That's definitely would not have been a common. Like, even as recently as like 5 years ago. I don't know. This feels like it should be a rare to me, but maybe that's just like my inexperience showing. I was gonna say it's their turn, right? They're not waiting for me. I just wanted to make sure that was the case. Okay, moving to combat. I guess they're trying to figure out if they want to attack. Nope, guess they don't want to. Ice Tunnel. Okay, that's not particularly great here. This wizard is really annoying. Can't use my Eaten Alive. I'd really like to Eaten Alive this. But I am not able to as long as this wizard... well, no, because I can pay 1, right? So that's actually totally fine. So, okay, I want to Eaten Alive and sack... This is a sorcery? Okay, yeah, so I'll sack this Unlucky Witness. And I'll wait to see if I want to play one of these based on whatever I exile. I like this line. Alright. Let's see. An additional cost will be sack a creature, sack the Unlucky Witness. Are you sure you want to target Unlucky Witness with Eaten Alive? Yes. And then I'll pay 1 black mana. Sack the Witness, submit 1. That order is fine. Let's see if our opponent has a response. Menace gets +3, +0 as long as the opponent has 8 or more cards. They have 2. Well, it's still a 3. Or a 2/3 with Menace. That's not terrible. I can play this Swamp. Oh, but I can only play that. Shoot. Ah, dang it. I thought I could play both of them. That's... no bueno. Shine another non-token human. So yeah, I won't get the tokens if the human tokens die. Should be obvious. This says Vigilance. Oh, it's really annoying. Dang, I really wish I wouldn't have, I thought I could have played both. I should have read that more carefully. I don't think I actually attack here. I want to keep the shield token on the Jaren. I'll just pass. Yeah, oopsies. Oh well. It's all learning experience. Yeah, you're definitely... those of you who are more well-versed in Magic might have to be a bit patient with me as I regain my footing here. Although, as always, you know, just like with Yu-Gi-Oh! Hang on, what does this do? Exile 1 target artifact creature until... Uh-oh. That's not good. That's going to exile my Jaren. And I don't think I have enchantment removal. Actually, I'm very sure I don't, because isn't that decidedly not a thing? Oh, that resolves. Isn't that decidedly not a thing that black does? Actually, did I want to activate an effect? No, that was just yeah, to give lifelink. I don't need to do that. But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking for feedback here as well as I am with, like, you know, my Master Duel videos and such. Sejiri Shelter. Target creature gains protection. I'm sure, yeah, pro white. That's fine. I don't really care about that. I wasn't really... I honestly don't think I was planning on blocking anyway, because I still would have taken 2. Light him up. Deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Okay, so that can kill the Jeweled Thief. That's nice. And I wouldn't mind trading with that, so we'll just move to combat and swing with everything. Opponent allows it all to go through. I'll play this, and then just pass. I probably shouldn't have swung with everything, actually. No, I definitely shouldn't have swung with everything. I should have only swung with 2 of them. That was definitely reckless of me to just hit attack all. Yeah, I should have left 1 back. That would have made it harder. I mean, that would have been allowed me to use the light 'em up this turn. Channel, discard, search for planes, reveal, shuffle, gain 2 life. Is that really better than having the samurai? Wouldn't you rather have a 5 or a 4/4 vigilance here than a planes? Maybe, I don't know. Wait, what is this? 4 mana, 3/3, boast, untap, put a +1/+1. Is boast when it attacks? Yeah, if it attacks this turn, okay. Casualty 2. As you cast the spell, you may sacrifice a creature with 2 power 2 or greater. When you do, copy this spell. Ugh, well, I won't be able to do that. That's unfortunate. Oh, man, that would have been really good here, too. That's fine. We can still make a 4/3 for 5. Ugh. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 6. So I'll need 7. It's a tap. No, it's a 1 sack. My opponent doesn't have any mana up. Let me play the swamp. Yeah. I'll go to combat. I'll attack with 2 of these. Excuse me. Okay, between these 2, I should probably kill the braggart. I feel like that has more of a chance to be a nuisance. No, just cast with this. Because we don't have a creature 2 or greater. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Well, we're not in like a fantastic spot, but I guess we could be in a worse spot. Oh, let's see. Enters the shield counter. When it attacks, up to one other creature gains flying. It has boast. Pay 2. Tap a creature. Warlock class. At the beginning of your end step, a creature died this turn. Each opponent loses 1 life. Look at the top 3 points in your hand. Rest in your graveyard. Gain next level is a sorcery to add its ability. Beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life they lost turn. Okay, so we'll definitely play this Warlock class. Paying, yeah, 1 swamp. And then I will go ahead and upgrade that to level 2. I'll pay, yep, those. Mistress Initiate. Okay, you can't block when it dies. Return it. Attach to target creature or planeswalker. Sacrifices. Non-land permanent, then loses 1. Exile, draw 2, then discard. I like having the draw 2 and the discard. Let's take that. Do I want to attack? No. They'll just block with this. We'll just play this. Neat little jingle there. Yeah, I'll just pass. Okay, opponent's also in top deck mode, which is a good sign. Their board is not too much more threatening than ours. They're attacking with everything. Giving their 3/3 a flying, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's dish out some blocks here. Let's use this 1/1 to get rid of the shield token. I don't care about this 1/1 because I can just pay the 1 if I want to cast a spell. I can't block that because that's 3. Do I want this to die? I think I do. So we'll block here to trade so that we can draw cards next turn. Then we can just block this anyway. Yeah, I like that. Novice Occultist. When this dies, draw a card and lose 1. Okay, this costs 5 mana, and I have a total of 7. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, let's pay... I have to just pay a hybrid blue or red. Okay, let's pay an island. 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves all 3 of our colors up. Cool. Discard a card. Clamorous Outlaw. Enters the battlefield. Deals 2 damage to each opponent, and then you scry 1. Okay, I'm definitely going to want to play that. That costs how much mana? 6. I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to play the Occultist, so let's discard the Mountain. Alright, play the Occultist. Actually, before I play the Occultist, should I move into combat? I think I should. I would definitely like to take this trade. I'm at 7. I have a blocker. I'll attack. That's a really risky attack, but I'm going to take it. If they take the block, I'm cool. If they take the damage, I need to chip away at them at some point anyway. I do plan on having another blocker, and this isn't lethal anyway. They take the trade. That's actually what I wanted, I think, more than in the other result, so... Okay, let's play the Occultist. Pass. This Glamorous Outlaw was a pretty good top deck, especially because our opponent's only top decking lands here. One other target creature. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll block. I think I want to draw a card here more than have a 1/2 out. Plus, I'm only at 7, so I'd probably rather not take damage. Okay, wait, I drew 2 of these. When you do search for a swamp, whatever, shuffle it. Okay, what does this do again? Deal 2 damage to each opponent described to you. Exile from hand, target land gains, add 1. Until you may cast. Okay, that's just to give one of my lands. I don't really care about that. Alright, I want to just cast this. Alright. I could have just auto-paid that, I think, but whatever. Haste, add... Yeah, let's definitely do that. And then... I don't want to do that because I want to draw the card on top, so... I'll just pass. Yeah, I don't want to shuffle my deck because I want to draw that card I just looked at. I should have read that a little bit more carefully, actually. 1, tap, add 3, spend only on instants or sorceries. When this dies, return up to 1 instant or sorcery from graveyard to hand. That's pretty good. Okay, cool. So they only have a 2/3. They just played a land, right? Looks like that was the case. They don't have any cards in hand, so I'll play one of these Maestro's Theaters. Let's put a Mountain into play. We can play this. That's a 2/4 up against a 2/3. I'll leave it up to block, though. I'll auto-pay. I don't think it really matters at this point. I'll just attack with the 4/5. I think I'll leave the 2/4 up. Like I said, to block, potentially. I just don't want them to draw away to deal a bunch of damage or, like, buff this, and then all my stuff is tapped and I lose in a really preventable way, so... Could also think about upgrading this Warlock class next turn, or maybe trying to cheat out the game that way. Because I can... Ooh, wait, what does this do? At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 on each... Okay, so that'll gain +1/+1. So it's a 3/4 now. Destroy target creature you don't control that was dealt damage this turn. That's actually not bad. Let me play another Maestro's Theater. Yeah, I'll start with that. And I'll get... We have enough swamps. I'll get an island. I could upgrade this. Destroy target creature you don't control that was dealt damage this turn. Dies, return up to... Yeah, so I definitely want to swing with both of these. This doesn't have a shield counter on it anymore, so... Attack with all. Plus, if they let both the attacks go through, I can just upgrade the class and then win. Because they'll take 6 during the end step. Yeah, I knew they were going to block here, though. Alright, and then... Oh, that doesn't even kill my Cormilla, though. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. I just assumed it was going to die for some reason. Yeah, we're definitely going to cast the Cut Purse. We can auto-pay, because I don't really care about my mana. Destroy their agent. That'll also deal 1 to them. Now they're in top deck mode. They're at 7. We can upgrade the Warlock class. We don't even have to swing in with everything as long as the Outlaw gets in, and they concede. So that is pretty rad. Alright. And that was our 1 win, so we can... Ooh. Wow, you get a lot more gold than that than I didn't even know you got gold for that. I thought the reward was just to, like, keep the stuff that you got, but we got gold and XP. That's pretty dope. And then we can claim our prize, which is going to be a Symmetry Sage. Okay. A bonus alchemy card. Oh, so that's what that bonus meant, I think, with that Planeswalker I pulled. I get a bonus copy to only use in alchemy mode, is that right? Okay. I think that's what that means. Maybe. Who knows? Well, people know. I just don't. So, cool. That was a neat way. Oh, I just got a new deck. It's 2 colors, red and green. Oops. I accidentally opened the secret layer page by clicking on that. You'll have to wait till tomorrow for your next quest, so come back then. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, tutorial mode. Yeah, cool. Alright, that was a pretty neat first experience with Jump In, so... yeah, I may or may not actually record another one of those, or I may just do another one off screen, but, yeah, in any case, thank you very much for watching, this arena video. I think I'm just gonna start with that first one I did and this one for now, and then we'll just see what the reaction to that is like, if it's good, if it's positive, if people want to see more of it. Actually, you know what, I'm thinking, I wonder if I should just, well, no, I already recorded them as separate videos. Combining them would be, yeah. I was like, I should have just done it all as... In hindsight, I probably should have just done all these as one video, but... I guess we'll see what the what the reaction is. And if the response is positive, I'll definitely be doing some more. Yeah, that jump in mode was kind of neat. And like I said, I'm down to do some drafts. So that's pretty much where I'm at with Magic Arena right now. So without further ado, though, this is... Oh, and of course, I can't end without thanking you guys, right? Thank you for watching all the way to the very end of the video like this. That definitely means a lot to both me and the channel. It's a great way to support it. If you enjoy the content, feel free to let me know in the comments, and also by subscribing is another great way to support the channel. I also love interacting with you guys in the comments. You guys always offer great constructive criticism, both in Master Duel, and hopefully those of you who are experienced in Arena can offer some tips and tricks, I guess, for maximizing a new account as well. Would love to hear from you. So without further ado, though, this is XLex signing out. Hope you guys have a fantastic day.